The Sister Wives Season 19 emotional roller coaster has come to an end. You won't believe the tea we're spilling today. From secret breakups to shocking lies, this is Unreal Tea. Hit subscribe before the drama starts. Welcome, everyone, but only after leaving viewers in tears and shaken. The last episodes were particularly hard-hitting as the family grieved for the tragic death of Robyn Brown. But if this season did anything different, it was the timing. For once, fans got to see episodes almost in real time, and the unedited emotion felt raw, immediate, and strong. And then came the tell-all, and let's just say, fans weren't prepared for what transpired on television. Each tell-all has its way of sparking controversy, mainly because Kody Brown is a master at evading the hard questions like an old pro-politician. But this time, in a surprise twist, Part 1 of the reunion special delivered an unexpected injection of candor. Host Sukanya Krishnan was armed and ready to call out Kody on his actions, and the outcome was dynamite. Kody Brown insists he was slapped down for loving Robyn too much. It wasn't long before the dysfunction kicked in. The instant Kody was seated, you could nearly sense the tension emanating from the screen. He started with a big, sweeping monologue, leaning heavily into his go-to victimhood act. And really, viewers were hanging on their screens. Host Suki didn't hesitate to strike where it hurt. She accused Kody of his infamous favoritism towards Robyn, pointing out the obvious. Wasn't he supposed to love all his wives the same way? That single question ignited the fire. Translating visibly upset, Kody snapped back into reality, his voice elevating as he attempted to rationalize his behavior. "Try that," he growled. "You do not love your kids the same. You do not love your friends the same. They all give you something different. Some bonds cut deeper, are more satisfying, and then you are crucified for having a greater love." It was typical Kody: deflect, dramatize, and derail. But then he topped it. "There's something spiritual in what Robyn and I have," he asserted, essentially shaking with exasperation. "And for that, we've been bitch-slapped repeatedly. I'm tired of the guilt trips. I love her and I want peace. But nowadays, I'm walking around flipping two birds because I'm just done." His meltdown wasn't only surprising, it was creepy. Meri and Janelle rolled their eyes at Kody's divine love. Luckily, Kody wasn't the only one catching airtime, and Meri and Janelle ensured their views were as clear as day. When Suki reminded the women that Kody once said he wanted to bring every wife up to the same platform of love he was with Robyn, Janelle couldn't help but scoff. "Would have been great if he said that then," she snapped, her voice dripping with sarcasm. Now he's playing it like he attempted it, like he did want that for all of us, but we weren't cooperating. That's revisionist history. In her confession, Janelle was blunt. She flat out said Kody never once spoke about raising her up to Robyn's level. It just wasn't the case. Meri repeated similar sentiments, but dove even further. Seated in front of the host, she shot back with hushed anger. "So now we're all supposed to be Robyn? Sorry, but I'm Meri. I'm not her. I don't want to be her. I never signed up to be someone else's shadow." When probed as to whether Kody ever actually loved her on the same level as himself, Meri's response was heartbreaking. "Only if he could have accepted me for who I am, but he didn't. Not for the last 12 or 14 years, maybe even longer." Her expression told it all. Christine opens up about her biggest regret: putting Kody first in perhaps the most cringe-worthy moment of the tell-all. Christine was a courageous woman and spoke about a piece of her history that still hurts. Seated with dignity but shaking sincerity, she said, "It's difficult to say this aloud, but I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed I ever made Kody the focus of my life." She cracked a little, but she went on. My whole life was wrapped around his wants, his needs, and what the family required of me. Even when he wasn't in the house, I was mapping out my day in terms of him. I'd think, when he gets home, we'll do this and this and this. But he never simply inserted himself into my life. We had to rearrange everything that we were doing to fit him in. And that's not okay. The audience could sense the heaviness of her words. Christine's remorse wasn't specifically about Kody. It was about letting herself go in a lifestyle that demanded she give up being herself. That lifestyle just ceased to work for me. It became tiresome, frustrating. I gave so much of myself away. What's next in part 2? Fans brace for impact. If that's what part 1 served up, it's hard to even imagine what part 2 brings. Already, the fan base is abuzz with speculation. Will Kody at last address how his favoritism tore apart the family? Will Robyn tell the truth or remain silent? Will the other wives dish up more behind-the-scenes anecdotes the cameras didn't capture? One thing is for sure, the cracks in the Brown family foundation have never been more apparent, and viewers can't look away. This tell-all isn't another reunion episode, it's a reckoning. And with emotions this raw, this real, and this relatable, it's no wonder fans are labeling it one of the most riveting episodes in the franchise's history. This family's drama is far from over. So smash like if you're Tatra Team Wives, subscribe for the next explosive update, and drop a comment below. Who do you think will win? Stay shady, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next scandal. Unreal Tea out.